Here are my top 5 K-pop albums from 2023. No surprise, it won Album of the Year in my awards earlier in the episode. 5-star from Stray Kids. My next album, Unforgiven from Sserafim. It had like all of their previous good songs they put on this album. So you had Blue Flame and Fearless, but then you have new songs like Unforgiven, Eve, Psyche, and Bluebeard. All of these great new songs. Again, it kind of got me thinking their catalog is impressive and they keep coming out with bangers. This album was fantastic. It's like it encompasses everything that they are, all of the different sounds they can do, the energy that they bring into the room. Awesome album. My next album, I just reviewed this one last week. It's the World EP.Fin Will from Ateez. I was blown away by this album. It's probably my favorite thing that they've done. I think it's so, so strong from beginning to end. It tells a story. We've got great subunit songs. The title track was fantastic. Massive, massive fan. Hit after hit after hit. My next album, this is a little bit of a deep cut, but I reviewed it on the show. It's called Narcissus from Dawn. This is so, so good. This was a no skip album for me. And this is one that I keep going back to and listening to. I love Dawn. He's way too slept on for his level of talent. I mean, this album had Heart, which was one of my favorite songs. Like I wanted to put that song on my favorite list, but because the overall album was my favorite, I kept it off. Something similar happened with Sserafim, just to let you know. But Dawn had like Heart and that Falling song with PH1 that I'm obsessed with. I Don't, Star. I mean, this was just a great album. Really fantastic album. Slept on. Check it out. And then my last album, it's Fact Check from NCT 127. Really solid album. Fact Check is a great song. Space, Angel Eyes, Misty. They gave us so many different feels, but it all felt cohesive and it all felt like signature NCT 127. They've put out great stuff this year. They're so, so talented. I had to include them. Amazing work. Congratulations to 127. Honorable mention now, DPR Ian. I loved what DPR Ian did this year. I think he's a visionary. It also gets into this thing where I'm like, well, is this K-pop or not? Because I don't consider DPR Ian K-pop, but he came from a K-pop group originally. So did Dawn. I decided, it's close, but I think I'll put Dawn in ahead of DPR Ian. But DPR Ian's album was one of my favorites this year as well. So shout out to him and his whole team. A lot of good stuff in 2023. It's hard to narrow them down, but it's fun to make these lists and kind of relive the year in K-pop and think about all the amazing music I've had the chance to cover and review.